Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in here live on Beaufort Zone as we get ready to go underway. We got the District 5, Lower District 5 championship here between Beaufort and Gilbert High School playing in the finals here. Please note that if Gilbert is to win this first game, that there will be a double header tonight, as that is a base hit over to the right side to start off.
Scott Hardy starting the game with a bang. Little bloop single out to right field to put a base runner on with no outs to start this one.
Yeah, and there's my co-host for tonight, color commentator Mr. Thomas Erdell. My name is Javon Livingston, and once again, we apologize for the late start. We had a little bit of a lightning delay here, and so I apologize also if my camera work is a little slow on the triggers. We're playing under a little bit of plastic here. They're gonna make the throw in the air, and they're gonna be safe and gonna make the run to third. So now runners on the corner for Gilbert. Costly mistake, an error early for Beaufort High School.
That was number 9, shortstop Dominic Camacho, throwing the ball just a little too high there over the second baseman. And now runners on the corners, no outs. Chance for Gilbert to strike early.
Number 9.
So if you do hear a little bit of camera rustling, that's me, looking under the plastic. We got a clear plastic bag over, the setup here, the electronics, to make sure, we get no accidental water drops in, the best we can to bring this game to you here tonight. That's going to be ball 1 on the pitch.
Dylan Rass on the mound. Beaufort coming into this one hot off the walk-off single from Malcolm Webb against Georgetown, take the win 3-2, and then just a few days ago beating this Gilbert squad at Gilbert 6-3. Malcolm Webb in game 1 against Georgetown pitched a complete game, and then against Gilbert, Gunnar Hollingsworth pitched a complete game too. So Dylan Rass trying to follow out those stellar performances, but not too great of a start here. One of those plays, not his fault, of course, with the air from Camacho, but nonetheless, runners on the corners with no outs.
Right now, Rast already trying to work on those pickoffs, trying to keep the runners honest right now, starting off already runners on the corner.
Base running always huge in a playoff game. Runner going here.
They decide not to throw it, and that's going to be a steal from first to second base.
And smart play by Mullins. Holding that one, faking the throw. If that one had gone over, a run would have scored there, and now he's going to take a timeout to talk to his pitcher. Big situation here early with no outs.
And don't forget, folks, if you're enjoying our coverage tonight, you can text Beaufort to 801-801 to help support our coverage of local high school sports. That's Beaufort to 801-801. And there goes another one. Fouled off towards the left. Keeps the count 1-2 here.
Matt Edwards, the senior, battling here with 2 strikes. Trying to score a run for his team. That one in.
Yeah, got 2 runners in scoring position here, so a good opportunity. And there goes the first K of the night for Rask.
And Rask goes right by him. And unable to even get the ball to the bat there was Edwards. And a huge first out for Rask and the Eagles.
These 2 schools battling out. This is another team, I think the teams that, are good are consistently good. And I don't think there's individual teams. I think they're school. And I think Gilbert's one of those teams that isn't in the area, a little bit further down the road. But whenever they match up, Beaufort and Gilbert always match up later down the line in the playoffs, whether it be football, whether it be volleyball, you name it. So it's been good for, athletics here, and the fans aren't as persnickety as some other fans, so I enjoy when they play Gilbert as well. So,
and another mound visit there from Mullen to Rask after the ball in the first pitch there. And you mentioned these teams matching up a lot, kind of give me deja vu back to last year when we were here for this very same game, same situation. Gilbert needed to win 2, but Beaufort was able to take the district with a walk-off hit from Mason Connolly.
1-0 the count, going for the bunt, trying to run it out to first. A run going to score for Gilbert. Here comes the second, and 2-run score for Gilbert here early, and they take a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first inning.
Fans getting rowdy here behind us, excited to see them jump on the Eagles early. And that does not bode well for Beaufort. They're trying to get out of this one in game 1. But now facing an uphill battle. Able to get out at first base, but at the cost of 2 runs. But a perfect bunt laid down there.
Yeah, beautiful. The sacrifice for him to go to first, but the score to 2 runs. You really can't draw it up any better than that unless you're able to get the bunter on base as well.
And it was great base running as well, going from second to third and then realizing they're throwing to first and making your way home.
And another hit over to the left. That one's going to drop in an easy base hit. And Gilbert's starting off strong here in this game. And you can feel the urgency knowing that they have to win 2 games here to be able to advance to win this district and to be able to advance to the lower state tournament. So they're coming off to doing what they need to do.
That one, a long single there out to left field.
And I forgot to clear the bases. Just got one man standing on first base.
I'm going to say he went there for strike 1. And getting a long lead there at first base is Cooper James.
Dante Adams with the hit now, keeping it going. That one makes it through the baseline right there. I mean, scooped that second by the shortstop there.
Camacho again. And that one, not as much of his fault. Wasn't able to stay on his feet that time, but they're probably going to chalk that one up to another error for him. Not a great start for this Eagles infield. And if you're Rash, that's got to feel a little demoralizing. You're pitching to contact, getting ground balls, but your defense is unable to field them cleanly.
Yeah, and Rash, I don't recall seeing Rash on the mound so far this season. I think the idea is, if you're thinking you need to go to a second game here tonight against Gilbert. Of course, the game at Gilbert was a close game. I think it was 6-3, if I'm not mistaken, was the final score of that game. So we'll start Rash so that way you can have some great pitching depth. Mullen having some conversation, thinking about what he wanted to do. Kind of made a couple of fake pickoff attempts there. And Mullen's the fiery one. He's the one that I can tell you right now, he's already upset. You can kind of see it, on his face. And I'm going to move this plastic here so I can keep out. It's hard for me to see. It's hard for me to see the screen and which camera angle I'm looking at. I'm just going to have to risk it. Hopefully we don't get no more weather here tonight, no miscellaneous raindrops here for the fans, but it's hard for me to see the screen and keep what I got going.
Yeah, you mentioned this year.
Woo! And another one hit out the right field. Andrews chasing it down, and he makes the catch in a sigh of relief for the Eagles. But Gilbert coming here strong with a 2-0 lead, 2 runs scored. The great hitting display right there in the top of the first inning. So starting strong for Gilbert. Beaufort definitely going to have to go to that dugout and have a conversation a little bit on defense. We'll take a break real quick, folks. We'll be back bottom of the first right here on Beaufort's Own. We got the Lower District 5 Championship underway. Welcome back, everybody, here live on Beaufort on the bottom of the first inning. Starts off the top. Gilbert showing off a little bit, getting 2-0 runs on the board. And here come the Eagles trying to follow it up. Rucher starting off the leadoff hitter tonight for the Eagles. And they want to try to get back into this game here, at least get some good contact with the ball here.
Butcher coming to this game batting .357 on the year. Solid player in the top of that lineup. One of the seniors on this roster for the Eagles, showing great leadership.
And we already got some fans joining us here early in the chat here. As always, we got Miss Jennifer Nelson cheering on, of course, Mr. Dylan Rass. She's always tuning in for softball for Kylie. She's here tonight. For baseball, Alyssa White-Reed for the Indians. Baden Ball for the Indians. And Miss Burns as well for the Eagles. So we got some fans tuning in here already early. Let's go to a 2-1 count as I was reading off those comments for a second. 2-1 is the count. You hear the crowd come in there and go Logan right there. And low to the outside off the pitch. Dalton Taylor on the mound for the Indians. 3-1.
Butcher trying to draw a leadoff walk or put the ball in play here.
And he gets a piece of that one to the left. It gets, and that's a snag by the third baseman for the out, Matt Edwards. Quick hands by the third baseman right there. Good job, young fella.
They call third base the hot corner there, and showing it there, flashing the leather. Matt Edwards, that was a shot off the bat of Logan Butcher. With Hudson Mullen coming up now.
I like flashing the leather. I see you, Thomas. I like that one. I might add that to my repertoire a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's on, Hudson Mullen taking a big swing at that one. Strike. So, yeah, that's some good baseball terminology. I kind of got to learn as I go. I try to watch some baseball games on the way, man, so I can pick up some terminology. And Hudson Mullen here at bat, strike number 1. Gets a piece of that one for a foul ball, a little bit backwards, and a strike 2.
He's taking hacks here early, trying to generate some offense here for the Eagles, down 2.
Yeah, that's one of those things, man. He's the fiery one. So he's not excited about that start right there, for them. So he's trying to send a message right here. He wants to get a piece of something and say, we're back into this game. We're not going nowhere.
And good eye there to take ball 1. Not swinging too ambitiously at that one there.
Gets a piece of that one to the left. This time it's going to be fair pass. Edwards. Mullen going to run past first base, and he's going to turn around as he don't necessarily got the jets to be going. Oh, the pass ball to first, and it's going to allow Mullen to slide into second base there as they drop the hammer. The big play, Hudson Mullen, and now we got errors on both sides of the defense now. Beaufort on the top, and now here comes the Indians.
And right on cue, base runner is Mullen, not necessarily known for speed. As here comes Tanner Altman, the sophomore outfielder, number 12, take his place on second base. And, it looks like they were going to hold him to a single there, but then they threw it to first and threw it away, and he was able to get to second after all. It looked like it was going to be a long single. Great piece of hitting there.
Yeah,
down that third base line.
Yeah, Mullen normally stands pat because, he doesn't have that speed. He just tries to get that base hit and comes off. But the fact that he could pull a double out of that was already good enough, trying to go for that pickoff play behind the Altman.
Great job from Altman to get back there. If he had been thrown out there, that would have killed Beaufort's momentum, getting them their second out.
And we got some more Indian fans jumping in. Andrea Aiken. We got Emily and Alyssa White-Reed also checking in. Oh, listen, that's our second comment for tonight. But shout out
back
to
again.
Yeah, back again. Shout out to some Indian fans joining us here in the chat as Andrews fouls that one off. Strike 1.
And now Andrews taking a hack with an RBI opportunity, runner in scoring position.
Man, I'd say the young man Andrews, as I say, probably was the talk of the night. Poured up the prom in a Lambo, man. Let's say living life, the cool kid on the block. Gets another one, fouls off another one. I probably parked my car in a dangerous spot. It is right behind. It is right behind these away bleachers, and it's probably not the best spot. But you got to carry all this equipment time after time, man. I was like, you know what? I'll just risk it. For today, I'll risk it. Hopefully, it pans out for me.
Yeah, this guy hope he doesn't get hit by one of those foul balls. Pitcher checking on Altman there again. Got to be careful. You don't turn around for a pickoff move and throw it away. A little bit of a delayed strike call there.
Yep. Call. Oh, I think I got the count wrong here. It's 1-2 is the count, folks, ladies and gentlemen at home. Apologize for getting that off. 1-2 is the count. To the outside, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Even count here for Mr. Lambo, Jade Andrews.
I love the team camaraderie too. Everybody dyed their hair blonde, except for I think Butcher was the only one that has dyed his hair blonde. And Andrews gets a piece of that one to the right. It's up in the air. It looks beautiful, but being tracked down. There goes the out. Trying to tag up his Altman to third, and he's going to be safe. So Andrews is out, but Altman is on third, and there's 2 outs for the Eagles. And they're a couple feet away from getting their first run on board. And here comes Gunnar Hollingsworth, 6'2" junior.
Fresh off throwing the complete game, so see what he can do here with the bat, with a runner on third base. Malcolm Webb on deck. Should he be able to get on here?
Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Hollingsworth.
And Beaufort chasing these first pitches here, trying to make something happen. A little over-eager. You know, obviously it's okay to swing at it, but, you know, got to be in the zone. Otherwise, you got to let it go by unless it's, you know, it's too close to not hit. Hollingsworth taking a step out there. He'll step back in.
Hollingsworth gets a piece of that one. Low to the shortstop. Bobbles it. And that's going to be run number 1 for Beaufort as Altman comes across the bag. And Hollingsworth going to be on first base.
And we haven't seen a lot of great shortstop play here tonight from both teams. And Eric costing the Indians a run there with 2 outs. They could have gotten out of the inning, but that one booted. But Gilbert's loss is Beaufort's gain, as you mentioned, first run of the night with Malcolm Webb. Hit the walk-off last week on Tuesday night against Georgetown. Stepping in the box here.
Looking for some more explosion. 2 outs on the board. I got a man on the bag sitting at first base to see what he can do here.
A lot of great offense being played here this first inning. Obviously, seen a couple mistakes too, but you know, if you're able to put the ball in play, good things will happen.
Again, going for that pickoff, and that's one of those games, man. Everybody's trying to get whatever out they can get. You got to be careful. You can't throw it out on the bag. You can't sleep. You get too far on the leadoff.
And on the flip side, you're trying to steal every base you can get. We saw it, you know, even though.
And a hit caught by the shortstop. The easy force out at second. And that's going to be out number 3. And Gilbert escape. At the end of the inning, it's Gilbert 2, Beaufort 1. When we return right here on Beaufort Zone. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here in the top of the second. Good night here for some baseball. The weather cool here on Ladies Island. The rain just clearing up. Only 79 degrees here as we start to head into that summer weather. And the first pitch is going to be a strike. The recipient of that one is number 24, and actually, don't see number 24 here on the roster. Piece of that one to the left, going to be fouled off there.
And 16 pitches thrown in that first inning for Dylan Raps, now sitting at 18 after those 2 strikes to Doria. And an explosive first inning for both offenses, able to score runs early, see if they can keep that going. Doria seeing the ball well here, just unable to hit it fair. That one fouled down that third base line.
I said, where'd you get that? Oh, you got the game changer. You got the game changer pulled up.
Yeah, I had to see how many pitches he was at. I know that was a long first inning for Rast. So pitch count, always something to keep an eye on. Saw the other day in the softball game how it can affect pitchers as it starts to wear on. With Kylie Rast throwing over 100 on Wednesday night, taking in that tough loss.
Long in the tooth, man. Get over that 100 pitches, man. You know, that's one of those things where you having the pitching depth of being able to take somebody give a little bit of relief. Regardless, got to have it. That's important when you get those late season runs. And another one, and they're going to say it's fair and tag goes Rast. Well, they're going to call him safe. He tagged him, and that's the confusion. He tagged him. I'm going to save that replay to see what the call is going to be here.
And more umpire drama here at the Nest. We saw it on the softball game Wednesday night, and now they're going to have to confer here. A toughly contested playoff game. Emotions can get high. You saw Grass and Mullen weren't happy with that.
And that is going to be an out. An out is going to be a call. So Dorian going to be out. And I would say that looked like a clear out right there. I think anybody with eyes could have saw that one. But, usually the Wake fans, they get a little rowdy about it, but they got quiet on that one because, they know what's going on.
No contest there.
Yeah, no contest on that one. No contest at all.
Extremely smart from, Reese Mullen and Rast to let that one go fair. Heads up baseball there. High IQ play. Able to get the first out of the inning.
Gets a piece of that one down the center. Camacho trying to sling it to first. And he's going to be safe. And he got a runner on the bag for the Indians once again.
And that was great defense there from Camacho. I thought he was going to just try and eat that one. But he made the throw to first, and it was on line, just beating out the throw there as the top of the lineup now for the Indians.
Shout out to Palmetto Sports checking in here in the chat for Gilbert. Palmetto Sports, they do their own streaming up north, upstate or upper loco, state once again. I've watched a couple of those Palmetto Sports streams. So shout out to another fellow broadcaster checking in here in the chat. Palmetto Sports.
I haven't heard of that one. Might have to go check them out. Always good to see, streaming options for high school sports in the state of South Carolina. Checking the runner at first. Strike one there to Scott Hardy.
Looking for the steal to second base. And gonna make it safe. Problem with the ball there was Mullen. So the steal to second base and been active today.
And good recovery there from Mullen. Able to find the ball, make a on-target throw to Camacho to hold the runner at second. Had he not been able to recover that one, might have gone to third. But now another RBI opportunity here for Hardy. 2-1 hitters count now. Runner in scoring position. Strike 2 to Hardy there. Count evens at 2-2.
Make some noise.
Trying to get the second out, the pickoff, keeping him at second there.
Indian fans, make some noise.
And swing and a miss. Add another K there for Rass for the second out. Scott Hardy goes down swinging for the Indians. And now it's going to be up to number 16, Peyton Comer, sophomore infielder.
Number 16, Peyton Comer.
Trying to drive in. Brunson Price out there standing at second base. Dominic Camacho close by. Swing at the first pitch. And now Mullen have a little chat with his pitcher, trying to get this last out of the inning here. See the umpire coming in, cleaning out the mound there a bit. Rass having some trouble with it. Play will resume. As Comer will step back into the box with no balls and a strike. And that one sent out to left field, and that's going to be caught by Gunnar Hollingsworth for the final out. Still 2-1 the score as we head to the bottom of the second here on Beaufort Zone.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here live on Beaufort Zone. Don't forget, if you enjoy our coverage here on Beaufort Zone, you can take Beaufort to 801-801 to help support our coverage of local high school sports. That's Beaufort to 801-801. Just a reminder, we are not covered by the school funding. This comes all directly out of my pocket, so we appreciate you to help us go to the next level. We go to different games and things like that. So the better we do, the more support we get from you. So appreciate you, and text Beaufort to 801-801. First ball fouled off there by the man himself, Mr. Dominic Camacho.
Ferrum College commit at the plate, two-sport star for the Beaufort High Eagles, playing cornerback for the football team, and now shortstop for the baseball team here this spring. Congrats to him on his commitment and trying to make something happen here for the Eagles offense, but finds himself down in the hole, 2 strikes.
Count, tough place to be. It look like they're having some conversation, maybe a bat change right here for Camacho.
Wasn't feeling that one, and now with the bat change here, see if he can get things going. Give the Eagles a base runner, Tucker Mickle on deck.
Back into the box. And shout out to Miss Sherry Scrivener joining us in the chat as well. And I guess, I don't know, maybe it wasn't the bat. He swung pretty hard at that one for the first out. Almost kind of leaned over on that swing right there. He was trying to send that thing all the way.
And Tucker Mickle now coming up to the plate with the bases clear, 1 out.
Tucker Mickle, also one of those guys on that boys volleyball squad. One of the new sports in South Carolina.
Tucker Mickle.
Boys varsity volleyball. I definitely saw the jump in the competition from year 1 to year 2. So as it grows, I expect that sport to get more and more competitive.
Taking some hacks here. Found those 2 pitches off.
Yeah, he's definitely making some contact here.
Trying to put the ball in play.
And, you watch the videos where, they look at the guys and they go, drip or skip. And I'm feeling the black sleeve with the wrist tape on the other side. Kind of like it a little. What you think about it?
Definitely, for sure. I've always tell everybody, in my opinion, I think baseball, has the most drip, quote unquote, the most swagger for sure. You got the custom cleats, the batting sleeves, batting gloves, all that stuff looks cool to me. So
calling for it, and the easy catch. Tucker Mickle going to be out on the fly ball there.
Able to put the bat to the ball there, but unfortunately that one just didn't drop, hung up there for out number 2.
Yeah, and I won't say this, though. He did a good job, and I think he's the first batter we've seen come up tonight to make contact with at least every pitch, I think, tonight. So had a good eye for the ball, just couldn't get it to drop to the ground. And that one going to be fouled off to the right side.
And again, these Beaufort batters continue to attack the first pitch, as you see Will Heron foul that one off to the right side. Seeing the ball well, just hitting foul.
Right, number 2.
Elected not to swing at that one, however, as it goes right by him.
Yeah, that one looked like it probably came in with just a little bit of heat there on that one. Just another one gets a piece of that.
That one fouled off again, as you just mentioned, and Taylor working quickly now. Still 2-1 with the lead. Indians trying to get out of this inning, let their offense go to work again.
Call that strike, and that's going to be out number 3. Another K for the Gilbert Indians. We'll be right back, folks. At the top of the 3rd. We got a 2-1 ball game here. Welcome back, everybody, here live on Beaufort's Own. We got the top of the 3rd inning, staying close. Both teams were able to attack the ball in that 2nd inning, but nobody able to come away with any runs.
Yeah, that first inning, we saw a lot of movement on the bases, a lot of hits, errors, and whatnot. But that 2nd inning, both pitchers able to settle in, find the groove, and for Dylan Rast here, he's trying to keep that momentum that he found in the second inning going here in the top of the third. Trying to keep it to just a one-run lead for the Indians, but Indians trying to have it say otherwise, put some more runs on the board to increase the lead for Taylor on the mound.
Edwards going to foul that one off. We start the challenge here a little bit. 1-2. Both teams trying to make something shake here. That one to the left. Beautiful ball, but that usually means danger, and that's going to be out. Caught in and out.
Good catch out there from Hollingsworth. Beaufort, just having to play fundamental defense. That first inning saw a lot of mistakes from the infield, but solid outfield work there from number 7 out in left field. Tanner Smith now stepping into the box for the Indians. Pitch on the way. Be strike one. Seems Rast has found his groove here after that rocky start in the first inning. As that one rocketed foul into the Eagles dugout.
Yeah, it went straight into it. They had to dodge that one right out the way. Everybody in the dugout sitting right there on the edge kind of had to move as that one came right into the little gap there. Like the only cool one I've seen, like Hanahan, their dugout's actually like in the ground. It's like an actual dugout. You actually got to walk up to get out.
Doesn't surprise me, if you're as good as Hanahan is at baseball, having a nice dugout like that.
There goes the pitch, and get a piece of that one, and another one fouled off. A battle going on here between Rast and Tanner Smith. Count evens up here at 2-2.
2-2 count to number 22 here. Trying to get the second out.
Gets a piece of that one. Cracks straight over second base. He's going to sit at first around that corner, but he's going to back up just a little bit.
Great piece of hitting there with 2 strikes. Able to hit that one over the second base bag, as you mentioned, right in between Camacho.
Now batting for the Indians, number 20, Cooper James.
Able to get that one past Camacho and Mullen there. Or Heron, excuse me, at second base. Mullen playing first.
Again, working on that pickoff. Seems like we've seen that from both pitchers, at least once in each inning. Rast winds up. Piece of it. Base hit. Trying to get the quick throw to first. Trying to make the double play. And ball is going to drop out of the glove. It's going to be safe at first.
Able to get the go-ahead runner, though, so very important there for the Eagles. Able to get that, not only the second out, but the runner in scoring position.
Two away. Brings up number 18, Javante Adams.
Now Javante Adams coming to the plate, trying to keep this inning going for the Gilbert Indians. Cooper James at first base. He'll attack the first pitch, fouled off to that right side.
So, yeah, he comes to the plate to remind me a lot of that Ellie De La Cruz.
Look at you knowing MLB players.
Hey, man, listen, I know a little something, something. I know a little something, something. Don't judge me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning. The more I'm out here, the more I take an interest. And like I said, baseball, softball was, a little bit of my favorite of the spring sports when I started last year. You get to see a little bit of excitement. I didn't grow up with baseball in it, my house. You know what I'm saying? So, 0-2 the count. And a swing and a miss. And there goes the K. And out number 3, Beaufort escapes. No runs allowed. So after a hot start, 2 scoreless innings, 2 scoreless top innings. And we'll return right here on Beaufort Tone as we go to the bottom of the third. Mullen walking up, listening to the extra plug. Big extra plug. I see you, young man. I see you.
And that's been all over, Kirkland Crazies and Beaufort Baseball's story here. Every time they post, it's game day, I always see that the song, Big Extra Plug. So kind of a theme here for them these playoffs.
Big extra plug, the new dog on the scene. Ball to the bottom corner there.
And Logan Brucher on deck for the Eagles to turn this lineup over the first time tonight.
I feel like they got a dog pile, Logan Brucher. He's the only one that didn't dye his hair blonde on the team. Like they got
he didn't get it.
He didn't get the memo, right?
He didn't get the memo. Wasn't down with the vibe, I guess.
Or he might get that one parent that's like, you were not dyeing your hair blonde. No child of mine.
Yeah, we were talking at the break. I remember last year, all the players got mullets for their theme for the playoffs. They always do something crazy come playoff time. Last year is mullets, and this year with the beach blonde.
Gets a piece of that one. Right over the pitcher, trying to run it out. It's Mullen to first, and that's going to be a clear out call.
And, anytime you see a chopper over the pitcher's mound there, you got to imagine, enforce an error, beat it out, but Mullen unable to that time. As I just mentioned, Brucher here to turn the lineup over for the Eagles. Him and Mullen both struck out their first time up, but looking to do some damage here, trailing by 1.
And top of the lineup we go. Here comes Brucher. And pitch.
Good eye there. Take ball 1. Seeing a lot of these hitters for Beaufort attack the first pitch as he fouls that one off to the left side over towards Hudson Mullen, standing in the on-deck circle. Practicing his swing for his second plate appearance of the evening. And that one looked like it kind of just hung up there for a ball. And if that one had dropped and Brucher had been able to make contact, that could have been trouble, that hanging curveball, as Brucher will call time and adjust his batting gloves here. Now stepping back into the box. 2-1 hitters count.
Gets a piece of that one to the right, straight to the first baseman, trying to beat out the pitcher, and that's going to be another easy out. And he had to have some Bo Jackson-esque speed if he was going to make that happen.
Yeah, great job from Cooper James out there playing first base, and Dalton Taylor, the pitcher, covering the bag, just in sync there, able to get the second out. And now it's going to be up to Hudson Mullen to continue this inning for the Eagles. Again, swinging at that first pitch is Mullen.
Yeah, and I think Mullen's not playing around tonight. He's trying to send it tonight.
He leads the team in home runs this year with 2. But a good eye to take that ball low. Would have been foolish to swing at that one. Don't want to chase here, especially in a playoff game where, only got 27 outs to work with in regulation.
Taylor sends it, and another strike.
And, ever since that first inning, both pitchers have just been locked in here on the mound, dealing.
Gets a piece of that one, short one, and trying to run it out. And going to be picked up by the pitcher for out number 3, Taylor. Just running over and taking care of that one himself. And that's going to be out number 3. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on Beaufort Zone. Don't forget, if you are enjoying our coverage here on the Beaufort Zone, you can text Beaufort to 801-801 to help support our coverage of local high school sports. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Top of the 4th when we return. welcome back, everybody, here live on Beaufort Zone as we get ready for the top of the fourth inning. Brass still on the mound for the Eagles. And that ball's going to be high for ball number 1 to Crew Morris. That's a name right there. With a K right there. I like that.
And you could tell he thought about going at that one, but good job from him able to hold up as you see the wild pitch go by from Brass for ball 2.
I'm still going to say good job, Mom and Dad. That's a nice first name right there. That's a cool name right there. That's a sports name right there. Crew, that's nice.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I like that.
Brass in at 47 pitches now through 3 innings.
But he's up 2-0 here in the count, and looks like he's coming down to get another ball here.
Throwing that one over into the dugout. And immediately with the new ball, throws a strike there.
It's like, yeah, I ain't like that one. I need a different one. We're going to switch it out here. Let's go and switch it out. Taking the time, grabbing all that chalk there. Keeping his hands dry. 2-1. That one hit down the right side, and that looks like it's going to be fair. Andrews can't get to it. That's going to be fair. He picks it up, trying to make the throw to first base, and Morris easily, with enough time to spare, going to make it to second base. A nice hit by Crew Morris down that first baseline.
That's the first hit in a while we've seen drop out there. All these ones, getting hit well, but just are hanging up there, but unable to drop down right field. Andrews unable to get to it. Crew Morris will find himself standing on second base. What a piece of hitting for the young man. And now with no outs, an RBI opportunity.
Here comes Dorian. That's noted by you on Game Changer.
Yeah, and you see he's got 24 on the jersey, but looking at the helmet, you see 17.
Yeah, it's a confusing thing, man. Like I said, I just go by. I'm assuming I'll go by jersey number before that happens, but sometimes it happens. Looking for the bunt. There goes the pass ball, and of course you expect the steal to first as Mullen picks that one up. Crew Morris now sitting on third base.
More mistakes for the Eagles defense. That time the wild pitch from Rass. Mullen not able to corral it. And now a runner on third with no outs for Doria. And he's ahead 1-0 in the count after that. One gets behind Mullen all the way to the backstop.
Count evens up 1-1 here, and it's a long way to go with a runner sitting on third. Still no outs on the board, as you mentioned. Trying to take a piece of that one. Foul ball, made a little bit of contact.
Yeah, just barely able to make contact with that one. But down to his final strike now. And this would be huge if Rass can get this first out here.
Another pass ball opportunity, but Morris going to stay in pat. It's a lot easier to steal the other ones than it is to steal home.
Great job from Mullen smothering that one that time, and now he'll come out to talk to Rass as he gives him the ball back.
I'm going to tell you what, they want to try to make that play at home. Just a reminder, Hudson Mullen played safety for a little bit in football, man. So he's definitely not afraid of any contact should it come down to it. Oh, apologize. I cleared the count out there. 2-2. There's the count, another pass ball. And once again, going to stay in pat.
Again, good job from Mullen. And, these wild pitches from Rast here. Luckily, you have Mullen behind the plate to block him, but should one get away from him, that would be another run. Got to get it under control here and find your groove again.
3-2 is the count. That one fouled off towards the left there.
And Doria battling here with 2 strikes, full count.
Another one fouled off towards the left there.
And that one kind of a bit slower that time, kind of just hanging up there. Able to just make some soft contact, but going the wrong way. As they'll do battle again, and it's what's been a long at bat.
And there goes the strike and the K for Dylan Rask on Doria.
And the slow call there from the umpire. I wasn't sure whether or not it was going to be a ball or a strike, but see him
Number 5.
Well, I
make
think-
the motion there.
I think that's Millen's style. He likes to be a little dramatic for it. Like he likes to make the fans wait for the call a little bit there. You know, usually people are emphatic. They just go straight forward. They yell it out. He likes to slow motion it and just makes you wait for that slow fist pump right there to say strike.
Taking the throw over to third. And now coming out. See Mullen with a little shrug there. Not sure what's happening from the coach.
They're going to take a little mound visit right here. While they're going to do that, we're going to take the time to let you know that you can always text Beaufort to 801-801 if you're supporters of the channel here on Beaufort Tone. Just a reminder, we only go as you go, as we are not covered by the school. So all the things that we do here on Beaufort Tone come straight out of my pocket or from sponsors. If you've been joining us on the spring season all year, and it ain't too many sponsors going around, so we want to continue to keep this thing going to something great in Beaufort. Don't forget to text Beaufort to 801-801.
Yeah, and Beaufort's able to come out victorious in either this game or should it go to a game 2 in that game, they'll advance to the lower state tournament.
Hudson trying to chase it down, and it goes right over the net. He made a great one last game. The last game we covered on the. Well, actually, no, I didn't cover that game. That game was we came to watch that game after the girls' soccer game one night, and they made it against Georgetown, and we came over and they were playing Georgetown. And he made that great catch against the net, if I'm not mistaken.
Unable to make it that time, but as I was just mentioning, should Beaufort be able to win, one of a possible 2, they'll advance to the lower state tournament. So I want to be able to cover those games.
And a great hit, going to drop, base hit. Here comes the run home, and Gilbert going to get run number 3 on a single by Brunson Price, the outfielder.
And after Doria struck out, Brunson Price wasted no time sending that one out to center. Able to drop in between Andrews and Brucher. And now 2-run lead. Back to the top of the lineup.
Scott Hardy.
And this is the 3rd time the Indians will have gone through the lineup. As you see him trying to push a bunt there.
Trying to chase it down to throw to first. And almost a high error there. But going to be out there on the way to first on the force out. Got to make it to first base, but not before advancing
2 away.
Price to second base there.
Yeah, high throw from Rass there, but great job from Mullen, able to stay on the base and not letting it go over. Key second out there. Definitely huge for the Eagles. They try to get out of this one, just giving up 1 run.
Somebody in the background showing off their dirt bike out here. That just show us what they got.
Ever so importantly, checking that runner at second base.
You see him there in the bottom of your screen right under the scoreboard. To the inside. They're going to call ball.
Comer with an RBI opportunity here. Price on second.
Piece that one to the left, being chased down, and going to be the easy catch, and that's going to be out number 3. And the Eagles going to get out of this inning, but not after giving up 1 run to the Gilbert Indians.
2-run lead.
Here on live on the Beaufort Zone. We'll be back, bottom of the 4th. They're underway. going on, everybody? Welcome back here live on Beaufort, bottom of the fourth. Leadoff hitter here going to be Jaden Andrews for the Beaufort Eagles. And that one's going to be ball one high to that outside corner. Both teams done a little bit of the same. You see some couple of stolen bases, some couple of pass balls, and some couple of infield errors. That one's going to get through. Base and an easy base hit for Jaden Andrews.
Leadoff single from Jaden Andrews there, just what the Eagles needed, as he was not able to get on base his first at bat, but second time's the charm for Mr. Lambo over at first base, number 16. And now Gunnar Hollingsworth, who made that inning-ending play, catch out in left field to keep the Indians to just one run that inning, will now step up to the plate. Again, pitched the complete game in the 6-3 win against the Indians just a few days ago.
Pitch going for the bunt. Make the throw to first. We're going to advance Andrews to second.
And sorry, Andrews thought about going 3 there, but quickly retreated to second.
Thought about it, man. When you got all that speed, man, you be ready to go. You be ready to roll around them bases, man. But he's going to stand pat at second base here.
How about number 5?
And here comes Malcolm Webb, normal starting pitcher for the Eagles.
Walk-off hero against Georgetown in that opening round 1 3-2 victory, but trying to put the Eagles back on the board here.
That was a heck of a game for him. You get the third out at the top of that inning, and then you get the walk-off hit at the bottom. It's just a great moment there.
Yeah, with 2 outs as well.
Yeah.
They had the bases loaded, 2 outs after Tucker Mickle and Gunnar Hollingsworth were hit by pitches.
What? Count even, 1-1 here. Let's notice we got 3 blues here tonight. Checking in. Normally you got 2 when it gets district championship game here. Pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, they always go to 3 come playoff time.
That one gets through over second base. Andrews trying to make it all the way home. And that's going to be run number 2 Eagles.
See Malcolm Webb flashing the money celebration over at first base, and he delivers yet again. Been so clutch all postseason as he draws the Eagles within 1. And Andrews using that speed, able to score easily from second base. What a nice piece of hitting there for number 5, as Camacho will step in, try to get in on the action here with Webb on first and only 1 out. Eagles trying to keep the party going. So far, 2 hits here to start this inning. Great response after being shut out for 2 previous innings.
That's what you call energy. That's what you want from your team, to be able to respond. And it's one thing, coaches don't want you to give up anything, but to respond to it is also something that they want to see. And you want them to stop the runs in the first place, but at least they're responding to it and they're stepping up to the challenge. Make sure they're staying into this game and they're not dropping their heads. They're like, okay, we see you. You got 1. All right, here we come. We got 1 too. Right back.
And obviously, you want to win game 1 and just get it over with, but you have that potential game 2 to fall back onto. I feel like all the pressure's on Gilbert, because they have to win 2. So if you're a Beaufort, you can just go out here and play baseball. And another thing too is, look at the history between these 2 teams. Obviously, we covered them in the playoffs here last year, and now we're back this year. But anytime they play each other, it's very close, and the competition is very competitive and tough. So it's going to go back and forth the whole game.
Yeah, and you mentioned that, that could be one of those things, another strong swing from Camacho, no go. But that could be another thing that could play into factor, too, with the urgency here. I'm saying Gilbert saying, hey, we have to win this game if we're going to survive, and we're done for the year. Beaufort's like, they want to get it over with. They're on their home turf. They want to win. But also, we got another game, if need be. So it's a decision. And Camacho trying to string hard, coming up with nothing. Our O2 molecule. That's going to be the second strikeout.
Tucker Mickle with the Grunge Classics here tonight. First at bat, walk up to Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden, and now Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. I'd love to see those classic rock songs there. Must be a big grunge guy.
Yeah, man. It's always interesting to see the songs that people are listening to, especially depending on their personality and the way they carry themselves. You can never know. Again, a little lazy pickoff attempt there.
Just trying to keep Webb from advancing the scoring position.
Yeah.
Big 1-5 at the play here. Had a solid swing his first appearance, but flew out.
Fans always upset, you know, they call a little bit off there, you know what I'm saying?
You can never win them all as an umpire. You got one side praising you or one side hating you.
Yeah, that one's going to get through that line there. They're going to stay at base at first and second. So now 2 runners on base.
Great job from Mickle, able to just get contact and find the gap there right in between, first and second base on that left side. And now Will Heron walking up to another grunge classic, Rooster from Alice in Chains, keeping that theme going apparently. Are the Eagles here?
I'm glad you know the songs. I don't know. I know the sound, but I don't know the name of the artist. I know the song.
Been listening to a ton of music lately, and grunge has been heavily one of them. So I listen to way more albums, so.
I said, well, I mostly hear, Madden creator player theme music, training camp theme music, in the background. So that's the good old days. You know nothing about that. The WWE 2K5 on the GameCube. That's it.
I only played 13 on the Wii. That was the only one I ever played. I always used Brock Lesnar.
I was a beast on the Wii. That one hit up deep center field, taking their time, and that's going to be the easy out, looks like. And it will be. And that's going to be out number 3. We'll be back. We got a close one. They stayed close. 3-2. Top of the 5th. Getting ready to be underway. Welcome back, everybody, here live on the Beaufort Zone. We got the top of the 5th inning getting ready to be underway.
Exciting inning, both top and bottom there. Both teams able to score runs, one apiece. And, Gilbert still with the 3-2 lead, but we're asked back to work on the mound, trying to just keep it to 1 run.
Well, to be fair, they're keeping it close. They're both scoring in the same innings. They both scored in the first. They both scored in the first and scoreless in the second and the third. Now the only difference is Gilbert able to come up with 2 at the top of that first inning, which gives you a 1-run differential.
Rass now at 64 pitches. Headed in this top of the 5th, facing his first batter here, but he's ahead 2 strikes.
And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that's going to be the first K here of the 5th inning as he takes care of Matt Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards going down swinging there. Brings up Tanner Smith, the senior. And good start for Rass. Saw a lot of wild pitches that last inning, which led to Gilbert scoring a run. The runner being able to advance all the way to 3rd.
That one popped up high. Mullen calling for it and makes the catch for the out. And that's a beautiful feeling when you got a catcher that can throw off his mask and make a catch right there.
Oh yeah,
the line.
he's quick with it.
Yeah.
Not known for his speed, obviously, as every time he gets on base they bring in somebody, but he's great behind the plate.
Well, it's
quick to throw that mask off, as you mentioned.
Well, it's one of those things about taller people. They might, sometimes long stride might be intermediate. They might not be fast, but short spaces. I mean, he could take a step and he's already like 5 yards. You know what I'm saying? Just that fast.
Yeah, tall and lanky behind the plate there. Like most catchers are.
Yeah, so you got those long arms to be able to catch everything, man. You need to stretch out, man. Well, I'll tell you one thing. That's got to be tedious, too, as a catcher, man. Especially, they like you to be tall. You're 6'5", and you got to crouch down for, 10, 15 minutes at a time.
Getting it down behind the plate, though, able to make the catch for that second out. Let's count even at 1-1 here. Cooper James, the last hope for the Indians here. Get on base, keep this inning going.
Gets one right over the third baseline, and there goes the hope you were talking about. And he's on base, and he's trying to make his way to second as that ball being thrown all the way from that left field corner.
And even count,
double.
Right on cue, smacks it down the third base line, and the Indians are loving that third base line here tonight. It seems like every ball they hit's gone that way.
Number 18, Javante Adams.
Now, RBI opportunity for Javante Adams here. Mr. Ellie De La Cruz for the Gilbert Indians.
As I say, it's one of those things that say his name is Javante Adams. I was thinking of Devontae Adams. Man, they got the same color dreads, man. Same color build, man. Rock number 18. And oh, snap. We got another Scribner in the chat. We got Mr. John Scribner checking in, a.k.a. another Mullen family relative, man, I wonder if you hyphenate that with mine. Like, my family is Livingston Lewis, you know what I'm saying? So, but if it's a Mullen Scribner type of thing, who knows? But the Mullen family always in the chat. Gotta love them for tuning in here on all of our broadcasts.
Yeah, unfortunately, Eagles girls soccer playoff bid came to an end on that Thursday night with Peyton, but still a good game played from them, losing on penalty kicks. But here tonight, got Coach Adam trying to get the win, advance to lower state. See Reese and Hudson out there as well.
Yeah, that was a long game. For you Gilbert fans that don't, that didn't see the game or, didn't hear about the game, that was a rough girls soccer game. Not only did they play regulation, they played 4 minutes of extra time for an injury. Then they played 2 10-minute periods of overtime, and then 2 5-minute periods for sudden death or golden goal. So, 34 minutes of extra time before they went to PKs. That was like a 3-hour game, right?
Yeah, definitely the longest girls soccer game we covered, for sure.
That definitely lived up to the bill of being a top 10 matchup between Beaufort and Gilbert. So
this baseball game trying to do the same here so far, lived up to the hype. Checking that runner again. Throw over to Will Heron at second base. Rass trying to get the final out here.
Rass the throw up high. Gonna call ball. 1-1 goes the count. Whatever you do, don't give him attention. That's what they want. You got a fan that's a wild fan, and that's going to be called foul. Gets a little piece of that, pulls it back. But we got somebody out here riding the dirt bike constantly past the baseball field, and I think he just wants to get some attention. He wants somebody to look over there and be like, ooh, dirt bike. It's like, we don't care. We're watching a baseball game, man. We want you to be quiet. That's what we want you to do. Yeah.
Trying to distract those Gilbert hitters.
Is this home field advantage? Is that what that is?
I don't know. It's just trying to think of something there. And now you hear Eagles fans next to the left of us unhappy with that ball call there. Always thinking it should be a strike. Here the classic old age, come on, Blue.
Yeah. Well, I love it. His pitch, his umping style is a little bit delayed. It's different, as that one going to be foul ball. So he's a little bit, he's a little bit over dramatic. You see, he waits till the late call for the foul call, and then, whenever it's a ball, and it's like he has a feel for the fans wanting that to be a strike, and he's like, yeah, no, almost got it.
And you saw Rash tracking that one down. Saw one bounce fair earlier, so just in case that happened again, you saw him covering all his bases there.
And one hit towards left, trying to be chased down by Hollingsworth, puts his hands up for the signal, and that's going to be out number 3. Great catch by Hollingsworth out there. He had in left field for the Eagles. Bottom of the fifth, when we return right here on Beaufort's own.
We got a good one, ladies and gentlemen. 8-3, Eagles.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here live on Beaufort's own. We got the bottom of the 5th inning getting ready to be underway. It's Reese Mullen, the lead-off hitter here at the bottom of the 5th for the Beaufort Eagles. Let's see if he gets a crack and gets a piece of that one out to the right side, and that's just going to go over to the right to Human Street.
And we were just talking about, the Mullen family, one of the supporters in the chat. And right on cue, who's up to the plate? Reese Mullen.
Reese Mullen.
And Logan Brucher behind him to turn this Beaufort lineup over yet again. And, he hasn't found a way to get on base yet, but you got to imagine it's coming. Just a matter of time before he's able to make an impact on this game.
And that one over the head of Reese there.
I thought that might drop and hit him on the helmet there for a second. But 2 one-hitters count.
Just a little thunk on the head. We'll play a little Hey Macarena there. And that one called strike.
Shocked he didn't swing on that one. Looked like right down the middle. Even the count at 2-2.
Oh, I think I hit a wrong button. It was supposed to be 2-1, and then that made it 2-2. Apologize, fans. 2-2 to count there. And that one way outside, and I think we all know what that is.
no doubt about that one. And now Taylor sitting at 59 pitches. Saw last inning Rass at 64, so both are now 60 after that wild pitch there. So, both pitchers up in the 60s now.
Another one. No.
Staying alive is number 4, Reese Mullen. Able to foul that one straight back. And your car could have been in trouble there on that one.
No, mine's behind the bleachers. I'm safe. It has to go up and straight down for get mine where mine's at. And they're going to call that strike. You see Mullen doing a little dance right there. I love it. He was kind of shocked about that one. But that's going to be the K. And the first out of the inning.
Yeah, good frame there from Doria behind the plate. Able to get the call. And now the Beaufort's lineup will turn over yet again for the third time.
Taylor to Brucher and fouled off. Curved around to that fence over there.
Brucher, great piece of hitting there, but unfortunately for him, foul. You know, he's a lefty, so that had gotten fair. You know, would have been an opposite field hit there out to left.
1-1 the count here. Brucher trying to find a spot to drop it in and got to connect a little bit first. And 1-2 goes the count.
Mullen on deck.
Ball, 2 strikes.
And now going to have to protect here with 2 strikes. See what he does with that swing, if you see if he shortens up or not. Not going to have to there, though.
Skipping a little bit right off the ground there. Mullen goes to get an extra ball. And Taylor starting to struggle with this command.
Yeah, those last 2 pitches were in the exact same location. Kind of down and away there, not even close to the zone. Off the glove of Doria both times to run the count full. See if Brucher can get on base here.
And gets a piece of that one. That one's going to be fouled off right in front. Doria had a good bit of time looking around for that one. 32 the count.
Soft contact there, but fouled off.
Gets a piece of that one. Straight over the head of the pitcher. The throw to first, and the error can't hold on to it.
Brucher,
And Brucher with the base hit.
Cooper James at first, unable to make the play. And now Hudson Mullen. This is the first time all game that Logan Brucher has been on base. Now Mullen, the runner on, see if he can make something happen in his third at bat. Trying to be the superhero here for Beaufort. It's like his walk-up song. Possibly tie the game or take the lead. We know he's got home run power.
So we're going to wait for it. See a little bit of time there.
Mullen stepping in the box after a quick delay there. See Brucher getting a lead over at first base.
And once again, trying to get a swing on it. Makes a little piece of contact.
Yeah, Everett's so aggressive attacking that first pitch.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I don't have the best baseball eye. You know, I can't see everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a novice if you've ever heard of one. But I think what I've been seeing from Hudson tonight is from his normal, you know what I'm saying, hitting motions. I think he's just really trying to gun it tonight. I think he's really trying to hit that ball real hard.
Yeah, and we saw him get a single earlier and, you know, able to stretch it into the double courtesy of the air. So, you know, obviously, you know, he has the strength and power to do it. And, you know, with a runner on base, you're trying to do it even more so. Still just 1 out here.
Eagle fans, make some noise.
On the count, leans into it, gets a piece of it to left field, and that's going to advance him and Brucher. And Brucher was thinking about going to second base and going to stand pat.
2 on.
And
1 out.
Runners on base.
Tanner Altman coming back to run for Hudson. Hudson does the hitting. Altman going to do the running, but solid piece of hitting. Able to hit that out to left center. Hudson Mullen 2 for 3 tonight. And now runners on first and second for Jaden Andrews.
And it's like we got a mound visit coming up right now. We'll talk about some things as Taylor has struggled with a little bit of command, and now he's got 2 runners on base here. And the conversation is Gilbert has to take this game a little bit more seriously because they need to win this first game. They have to hold on to this lead, and they don't want to go too deep into their pitching depth already here into the first game.
Yeah, and he came into this inning, you know, sitting at 60 pitches, and already he's at 71 now, so 11 pitches thrown and, you know, 2 hits given up. Obviously, one of those the fault of the defense on the air, but nonetheless, only 1 out and runners on first and second.
So after the visit. Taylor's still going to be on the mound. Probably going to let him finish this one out. And here comes speed man Jaden Andrews.
And he got a hit in his last at-bat, so trying to stay hot here. 1 for 2 so far on the night. And a single.
Gets a piece of that one to the left. And they're going to call it fair.
That one was over the bag, 100%, all the way.
And they're going to call that ball fair. You said you called foul ball there.
Gilbert fans upset behind us.
Yeah, they definitely are upset about that call, and I possibly might be too. And I think that ball was called fair.
Hey, I heard that. Now, did you hear that?
And they're having a conversation now about the commentating from the fans and stuff like that, and want to get some things taken care of.
And that one was 100% over the bag all the way. I was watching it. And
so we'll take a break while they get this taken care of. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. It looks like might be getting some fans thrown out of here. So. Welcome back here on Beaufort Zone, everybody here, bottom of the 5th inning here on Beaufort Zone.
And Jaden Andrews able to tie the game with an RBI double, hit down the third base line.
Put the score back on there, so we got runners on second and third. Apologize, didn't keep up amidst all the confusion, and I think that's going to be the end for Taylor. And we got a pitching change right here, so unfortunately, folks, we're going to have to take another break on the pitching change, and it looks like that's going to be number 7, Kid McLaughlin, checking in for Taylor. We're going to take a break, folks, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, here live on Beaufort's Own. Still here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 runners on the base in scoring position in Kit McLaughlin.
New pitches out of India.
The man now on the mound.
Yeah, Taylor exited with 73 pitches thrown, and after giving up the game-tying double, Jaden Andrews, a pitching change was in order.
And that one hit down the left side and another hit, and Beaufort going to take the lead. There goes 1, there goes 2, and Andrews comes home for the Eagles. And they're going to take the lead here in the bottom of the fifth.
And on the second pitch of the at-bat, Gunnar Hollingsworth rocks a double to left field. And now 5-3. It's still just 1 out. Beaufort so far putting up a 3 spot here with Malcolm Webb, who's been on fire. Had an RBI single his previous plate appearance. Trying to tack on another one here. Definitely the hitter you want at the plate if you're the Beaufort Eagles. And a pitching change, unable to really have any effect there as in his first batter face, gives up a 2-run double to Hollingsworth.
Yeah, definitely didn't do what they thought it would do. Of course, you pitch and change. Of course, you're coming in to relieve your pitcher. Hopefully, you don't give up as many runs, but unfortunately, you still got to do it those first warm-up pitches. You got a cold batter with a cold pitcher with warm batters.
Webb 1 for 2 in this game, takes ball 1 high. Good eye there from number 5, the third baseman for the Eagles. Swing and a miss on that one, though. He was the count at 1-1.
And it looks like we got a little bit of rain coming down. So, folks, if you're watching and the outfield camera goes out there, we don't got no protection on that one. So that camera's just going to be down. I'm going to have to get a new one at some point. So don't forget to text Beaufort to 801-801 here on Beaufort's Own. Should it start pouring down rain in here and that camera goes out. It is definitely not waterproof.
Yeah, 2 strikes here. See if Webb shorts up that swing, trying to protect here. Oh, and he's going to get hit. You can hear that one.
Yeah, and he's going to make his way on to first base to hit batter there.
And 2 straight plate appearances. Getting on base. Had an RBI single in the second appearance, now on his third, hit by pitch. Dominic Camacho still just 1 out. It's
We got a 10-mile strike.
And we got a 10-mile strike. We got a weather delay, folks, so we're going to have to go into the dugouts.
We are in
We'll be right back here on Beaufort's Own. I'll try to change the graphic before you fans right now. It is a weather delay right here on Beaufort's Own. Fans are having to go into the dugouts. And we'll be right back here on Beaufort's Own, folks. Don't forget, we got a weather delay, so it's going to be at least about 30 minutes before we get real started. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in here live on Beaufort's Own. Me and Thomas are back. Unfortunately, we are going to have to end the stream tonight. If you guys would like to see some more games, because our equipment is not waterproof, so unfortunately, we are going to have to cancel it for tonight. I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in here on the Beaufort's Own and joining us, and hopefully we can continue later on this week, next week. So, with further ado, I guess that's going to be it. You got anything to say to the people, Thomas?
Just unfortunate, this weather coming down. Like you mentioned, any support to help us get waterproof equipment would be appreciated. Eagles with a 5-3 lead. See, who will remain victorious and see if they advance to lower state, and hopefully we can get those games.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, thank you, folks, for tuning in here live on Beaufort's Own, and hopefully we can see you again later on this season. Once again, Javon Livingston and Thomas Erdell checking out.